Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry here for the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Illinois.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Leach. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And they start in the best of all positions. First and goal. Tracy trying the right side.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
They'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
From the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
from 4 yards out.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll set up a throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Leach. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down. Leach.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the give, it's Tracy.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. Leach.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On the run is Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leach.
He's got Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 29, here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Leach over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
2nd and 13. That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Leach. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Leach. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leach.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Leach.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a give, right side. Tracy.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Leach. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on first down. Tracy. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
2nd down and 6 now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
152 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Tracy.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now to throw on 3rd down. Leach.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Looking to throw. Leach.
A familiar sight. He's got Bellinger once again.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back to throw. Leach. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants just continue to roll.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jonathan Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw here, hauled in.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Leach.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night.